All right, everyone. So I have a little something special today, and this is definitely a full-on channeled message that I received, and a little backstory about this. I have this kind of like mosaic, um, crystal marble, whatever it is. Chessboard, like a massive one. And I've had it for quite some time. My grandmother and I one day were in her garage going through things, and there was this chessboard out of nowhere. She didn't know whose it was. We still never figured out whose it was, but I felt really connected to it. So I've had this chessboard for quite some time. I've played chess. I've played chess, online. But I've never actually really gotten to the root of what the game of chess is meant to represent. And today I felt really guided to do that. And so, starting with the first piece in a chess game, and that is the pawn. Okay. Now, the pawn in chess, there's 8 pawns on each side. Each line of defense has 8 pawns. And pawns can be known as the peasants who live outside the castle walls, or they can be represented by the soldiers that are protecting the royal court that is behind them. The pawns are the first line of defense against invaders, and the pawns are the ones that move first before a full battle arises. Okay, so the pawn is and are very important pieces to the safety of the castle, right? So next we have the castle, also known as the rook, okay? And this is placed on the corners of each player's side. The castle suggests this is the protective barrier or the walls that protect the higher ranking pieces, placed on the sides to symbolize protection over royalty in the same way as the castle or a tower protects those inside. Now, this is very similar, of course, to the pawn, but the rook is taller to protect from those coming in from the sides for sneak attacks, right? So next we have the knight, which is also known as the horse, okay? And the protective knights in the castle, so it's like the knights riding or rode during battle, so that is why they did the horse, okay? And it says protected by the tower because because back in medieval times, knights were afflicted, and only well-educated and upper-class warriors were considered as knights. So they are the protectors of the royal family. They are the first line of defense in case the enemy breaks through the castle walls. Knights can have the ability to leap over other pieces since knights rode on horses in real life. Only pieces that can start the game instead of pawns, and that is because the knight can leap over the pawns, right? So the horse is also, or the knight is also used in an L-shaped movement. And they say that they did this because of the beautiful and graceful movements of the knight riding upon the horse during battle. Okay, so that is the knight. So next we have the bishop, okay? And this is the bishop. And the bishop stands close to the king and queen. It represents the church, which many royal courts held near and dear to their hearts. This is the third most powerful piece in the chess game. And it is like religion could be influenced by many people, even without the help of the royal family. So that's why the bishops are held in such high regard. It's also they are also next in line for the reigning king and queen, like in medieval Europe. Okay. So then next we have the queen. Okay. And the queen is the most powerful piece in the game of chess. She can move in any direction and in as many squares as she wants. History has proven that many reigning queens could be ruthless when it comes to the battles of war. Since she can move freely across the board, many players favor the piece over all others, right? And I see this as this feminine energy, knowing what has to be done and willing to take the action and willing to go above and beyond to protect. And who is next? The king. And it says, the king is not as powerful as the queen, but he is considered the most important piece that needs the most protection. Once a king is trapped and the others move, it will allow him and the game to be over. It symbolizes the king during medieval times. Only when a king is killed or forced to surrender is the battle over, and the opposing party declares victory. So here it says, the game of chess is an intense battle between kingdoms, and this is what chess pieces represent in every game. So protect your king and conquer your enemy. Let the battle commence. So I felt this was very interesting that I was being guided to this, because doing these messages and having these channels come out, it's giving me the ability to see things and the true meaning of them. What the true meaning is about the game of chess. What the true meaning is about the game of life. And really, are we just chess pieces amongst this game of life? And when it's broken down to this, you start to recognize how much chess is like life itself. And that really, if we have the knowledge of how to move, where to move, what's going to be the best line of defense, then we can continue this chess game or this game of life to go forward. As long as we are protecting those that need to be protected. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I am going to pull some zodiac signs and see who is being affected. We have Sagittarius here. I'm just going to pull 3 energies for zodiac. Two more, please, Spirit. We have Gemini and we have Scorpio. And what's interesting here is we have Sagittarius, I see, Gemini, I think, Scorpio, I transform. And I see this as recognizing how you are going to move the chess pieces of your life. Okay? So I am going to pull from this Spirit Junkie deck for some advice. Whoa, oh my goodness. It's quite a lot, Spirit. More concise, please. Thank you. You can give me 3. Okay. So the first card that came out was, when I move my body, I feel empowered, cleansed, and strong. And in this case, it's like the movement of these chess pieces in your life and how you're going to move in the ways that need to be moved for the best outcome here, right? And when you're moving your body, you feel empowered, you feel cleansed, and you feel strong. And you need to be cleansed, strong, and empowered to fight any battle in life, okay? So the next card that came out for Gemini is, owning my power inspires others to do the same. I am not afraid to shine. You are not afraid to step up and fight this battle. And almost I see with this shine here, it's sticking out to me with this knight here. And it's like the armor that you have to put on in life to be able to have this power, to be able to, you know, get you to the next step. It's interesting here because with the first card here, with empowered, and then we have here owning your power, right? So the next card we have is, instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. So instead of going forward with fear, but going forward with passion to protect those around you that mean something to you, protect your heart, protect your mind, whatever that may be in this situation. Okay? Now, I am going to pull, I just had those zodiacs over there. Now I'm going to pull some from the Black Moon Astrology. At the bottom of the deck, we have love. Maybe this is a battle of love. And feeling like that you have battled and you have gone through this sequence of events, and maybe, you know, you've moved all these chess pieces in all these different positions, but the king was always captured. The king always had to surrender to the community, to the royalty. You follow me? Abundance. And that's the thing, is when we're able to stand in our power, we are able to see the abundance in our life, the destiny of our life, right? I'm going to move this back a little bit. Destiny, okay? Let's get one more card, Spirit. And owning, right? It's like owning your life, having the ability to own your passions and what you want for life and the moves that you want to make in life, right? Okay. So, I am going to look up abundance here in the book that is number 7. And it says, The lips of the wise are the doors of the cabinet. No sooner are they opened, but treasures are poured out before thee. Okay? This card is represented by the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like in this case, if we're breaking it down with the specific energies, the Sagittarius energy here has this abundance that is to come to them. The Wheel of Fortune is this like lady luck, right? And it's saying, when I move my body, I feel empowered, cleansed, and strong. When there is movement in this Sagittarius's life, there is abundance. There is good luck. There is everything that this person or this energy wants in their life, right? Okay. So, it's like expansion, wide open, moving to better things, greener pastures, fortune, the lifting of obstacles. You know what I mean? It's like, no longer turmoil, going the high road. You know what I mean? Indulgence, the payoff. It's like being able to get out of what it was and the game of life constantly ending and having to restart over and ending and having to restart over and ending and having to restart over. You know yourself as an individual. You don't even have to be a Sagittarius. You know yourself, and you know that you're sick of going through the same cycles and having the same outcomes. So what Spirit is telling you to do here is move your body, feel empowered, cleanse yourself, and have strength so you can receive this abundance in your life, whether it is abundance in finances, abundance in love, abundance in friendship, abundance in respect. You are going to receive that once you move the chess pieces accordingly in your life. Okay, so we're gonna go to number 48, which is destiny. Okay. So it says, a person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Okay? And this card here is represented by the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords to me is like this truth, this offer of understanding. It's also destiny, doing things on your own, standing strong, making a difference, taking the initiative to move this next chess piece. You know what I'm saying? So it says it also can be needing to make adjustments, being intuitive, being or having a special purpose, trusting all will work out and that it will be meant to be, success of destiny and fate, even amongst chaos. And so here it says, instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. So in this case, and in love was the first card that came out, right? Also, Gemini is represented by Venus. It's represented by love. And it's like the destiny of this love and you putting out this love into the universe, right? Okay. So then we're going to go to 26, which is owning. And that says wealth is the ability to truly experience life. Okay, this card is represented here by the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles. So it's like owning, spending, value, money, business affairs, the building of a home, laying down foundations, recognizing what is vulnerable. And so it's like, again, Owning my power inspires others to do the same. I am not afraid to shine. So stepping out and doing something different than you've ever done before, moving the chess pieces in a different way, allowing there to be a sequence of movement that is going to be smart for you in your life, allowing yourself to be able to see the map of your life and what you want to do and how you want to move and what you want to achieve, what you want to receive. You know what I mean? Okay, so it says, you will own it. It says the second house is about being grounded in the physical. It is the house of money, and it is about what you own and movable goods. Ruled by the sign of Taurus, the second house is also about the solid reality, the comforts, the lifestyle, and areas supported primarily in the physical realm. It is also a key of your power in the world and how you feel empowered and disempowered. Okay, so here it's like your birthright. If we're looking at the bigger picture here, if we're looking at all of these cards together, it's saying here with the Wheel of Fortune, with abundance, it is your birthright. It is your destiny to own, to receive, to have financial freedom, to have successes in life. And when you are able to move your chess pieces accordingly, this is what you will receive. This something about spirituality, it gives you this ability to be able to trust in spirit, to be able to allow spirit to guide us in our decision making in life. And if you are able to take out the fear and allow yourself to shine and be empowered, you are going to achieve everything that you ever wanted to achieve in this life. Okay, I'm feeling guided to grab my angel cards here, and I'm gonna do a little shuffle. At the bottom of the deck, prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. I mean, that was clarification. Now, victory and prosperity again when I put this in, opened up the center of the deck. Victory when it comes to this abundance and this owning and this destiny of your life, right? And abundance doesn't just have to be finances. Abundance can be in love and respect and stature and, whatever. Spirit, let's just pull 3, please. Yeah, again, okay, so it says, when I move my body, I feel empowered, cleansed, and strong. Now, that was underneath the Sagittarius energy. What it's telling you here is you need a chakra cleansing, okay? And that is Archangel Metatron. It says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes, okay? Let's see if I positioned these chess pieces good enough to hold these cards up. Okay, again, compassion. And it says, this is Archangel Zachiel. And it says, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. And it's crazy because, again, it's taking me back to these ideals of these chess pieces. And it's like needing to have compassion for people. Like, okay, so like a game of chess, normally you would have 2 separate colors, right? 2 separate sides. So it's like being able to have compassion for the other side and know that like these people are just playing their own game. They're strategically moving their chess pieces, and their life as well. So it's like needing to have compassion for others and understand that like everybody is just trying to find out what works for them. You know what I mean? All right, one more, Spirit. Yeah, it's telling you here, remember who you are, okay? And that is Archangel Michael. And again, with this being about protection and the game of chess being about each piece has a line of defense. But each piece is, hold on. Sorry about that, but that was clarification because that was on, I think it was on 2525 when it started ringing. But it's like each piece has a line of defense, but all of them are there to defend the king, right? So it says, remember who you are, Archangel Michael. You are powerful. Again, power, empowered. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. That is something that you have to remember. That you are loved, that they are your angels, your ancestors, spirit, God are guiding you. They are helping you in this game of life. They are strategically helping you move your chess pieces so you will not get overtaken by the enemy. That is what this is about here, is being taken over from the enemy and the fear. Fear is the enemy. Okay? Follow your guidance. Take every ounce of guidance that you receive. Pay attention to every angel number. If you're driving on the highway and you see a billboard up on the side of the highway and it has number sequences on it, look that up. If you look at the clock and you feel like it means something, look it up. 2727 on the screen. Maybe look up that angel number. Pay attention to what is happening because there is enemies. Hold on. There is enemies that are trying to come in and take you out, overrun your life. And they are skilled. They will take everything from you, what is owed to you, the abundance, your destiny, and your ability to be and have prosperity in your life. Are you going to allow these enemies to come in? You can have compassion for them. You can have love for them. You can pray for them in the spirit. But are you going to allow them to take what is rightfully yours? Ask yourself that. Okay? And until next time, peace and namaste.